Hey there everyone, it's RetroKaizer here and welcome to a new video, and today we're going to be talking about a pretty cool topic. It's controversial as well. As you've read in the title, we're going to be doing a R34 versus R33 versus Toyota Supra. Now, why am I bringing in two GTRs and one Supra? Well, the thing is, first and foremost, the other Supra that we have in the game, the Mark III, I believe. Yeah, the Mark III Supra, it is a tier 2 car and, well, it just isn't that fast. So we're keeping the Toyota Supra, which is already tier 3, and then we have the R33 on one side, which is also tier 3, and the R34, which is also tier 3. So why am I saying that I'm gonna put the R34 and 33 together? Because the 33 has a lot of cons and pros, but the R34 has its fair share of cons and pros, and so does the Supra. So a lot of times, like, the car community and MRT community is always after either a Supra or a GTR. So what we're basically going to be talking about and comparing today in this video is going to be which one is more worthy for your buck, and like, what exactly are you looking for? Will this car fit your style? Will it be worth the money that you're spending in game? And will it be worth it after you're done buying it? I mean, like, you don't want a car that you bought and you just don't like it. I don't like this car. Like, just imagine, right? Just imagine, I'm a billionaire, right? I go ahead and I buy, let's say, a Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, right? I'm a tall guy. And aside from that, the roads in India, well, this picture pretty much describes it. That's how the roads are in where I live. So, do you think I'm gonna be satisfied with a Terzo Millennio on this kind of road? No way. A speed bumper is gonna freaking scrape my ass off. So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna buy, let's say, an R34. Give it a bit of a boost, not slam it, and dude, I got a JDM Performer car. So that is basically what goes on these days, people. I mean, even in MRT. So you don't want something which you're gonna be upset and, you know, disgusted about, like, the good old 3000 GT, the biggest mistake I've ever made. Honestly, I still hate that car. But anyway, without further ado, let's go straight into the game and let's talk about what is worth your money. Alright everyone, so here we are in Tokyo City and we're going to be doing a traditional drag race with the R34 and Supra. We have an R33 coincidentally with us as well. So that's how we're going to be comparing it. I'm just trying my best here with the R34. And as you can see, the R33 had a better start than all of us. But the Supra in the straight line is catching up way more faster. As you can see, I'm trying it the best I can, and honestly, to get the maximum performance out of the R34, you really have to master the gears, man. I mean, that is how you're gonna get some good acceleration. Otherwise, nah, man, you aren't gonna get it. So as you can see, the result wasn't that bad. So now let's go ahead and try another race with Dragon in the R33. Alrighty everyone, so we saw in the previous race that the R34 couldn't really beat the Supra, so we're gonna see how the R33 fares in a straight line. I mean, is it gonna be better than the R34? I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat the Supra. We're off the line a lot more faster. As you can see, I mean, you can notice that the R33 is a lot more lighter than the R34, but even in a straight line, the Supra, well, that 2JZ still has it going way more faster than the R33. As you can see, V's just gone. I mean, Dragon's just gone, man. The time, too, isn't really that different from the R34. Alright everyone, so we finally made it into a race after all those glitches and bugs. Man, that was rough. But here we are, and I'm in the R34, and boom, we are off. And you'll notice one thing, that the R34 is going to be a whole lot more stable than that compared to the Supra. Now, why is that? Because number one, the R34 is very grippy, right? Number two, the Supra is a rear-wheel drive car, and the R34 is a all-wheel drive car. Now, you'll notice one thing, right? even if I do bump into anywhere while I'm driving right now, I can still make up for it because the Supra is really uncontrollable around those corners if you don't know how to use it. See, I made a minor mistake like that, and do forgive my driving. I haven't really been playing MRT as much as I used to, but still, the R34 is one of the most best handling cars in the game, at least according to my preference, because see, it handles the corners with ease, but then again, there's a really big con that the R34 has. It is that it really doesn't like drifting a lot. You know, it's so grippy that sometimes if you push it into a drift, it likes to misbehave. It suddenly likes to stop. And see, I'm going into full grip mode. I am not gonna drift. I am not gonna slide. I'm gonna do a full grip run in this one. So the R33, in sometimes, actually not sometimes, most of the times, the R33 kind of overtakes the R34 because it has a whole lot more acceleration. In my case right now, I'm driving like an idiot because I haven't played in a while, so that R33 just, you know, blasted past. But anyway, I'm not racing with him, I'm racing with Dragon. So as you can see, the Supra is really far behind, and trust me, Dragon is not a pushover driver. He is one of the best. I mean, if you want, you can go check out his channel. There's a video in the description. There's a link there. Me and him raced in R33s in the C1. So yeah, you can see what kind of a driver he is if you like go and check out his video. But coming back to this matter, as you can see, the R34 is still going on strong, and the Supra is really far behind. And you know, as you can see, the grip is the key to its success, and its all-wheel drive system. So yeah, we're right ahead, and we're across the finish line with 2 minutes 16. Now honestly, that is a pretty good time with the R34. I mean, I've never done this kind of time before with the R34, so yeah, it's a pretty big deal, and the Supra clocks in pretty late. Now all we gotta do is see how the R33, you know, fares against that kind of time. Alright everyone, so here we are, and it's time to test the R33, and I'm going in solo because, well, this is what happened to our dear Dragon. Alright, so you all saw what happened to Dragon, and I doubt he's going to be recovering from that one anytime soon, but here we are. We're testing out the R33, and well, I was starting off solo, but well, that race, it glitched out, so here I am racing with other people. But anyway, I'm not racing to beat them, I'm actually trying to see if the R33 can clock in a 216, just like the R34. Because first thing that you'll notice when driving the R33 is that it's a lot more lighter. I mean, even if you look at it, it seems a lot more lighter. I mean, it wants to move around a bit more, and it's a bit more flickable. However, there is something which does, you know, come with the R33, and that is it gets a bit excited to slip the rear out. Now, it likes to drift a bit. That's a major difference between this and the R34, because the R34 is a bit more heavy than this, and it just doesn't enjoy drifting that much. I mean, as much as I've driven my R34, it never likes drifting, but the R33, yeah, it could drift, and yikes. Yeah, that was a bad crash. Anyway, leaving my horrible driving skills aside, the R33 so far is feeling a lot more lighter. Like, it's the lighter version of the R34. But there is another thing that you have to remember, that this still is a GTR. Now, this doesn't have a 6th gear. Its 5th gear does have power, but it starts losing that, you know, what should I say, acceleration once you hit the 5th gear and start going towards the top end, like around, let's say 6,500 to 7,000 RPM. It kind of just stops pulling. That's a major con of both R34 and R33. Like the R34, however, once you get it into 6th gear, it's just not gonna accelerate. That's just a big problem. As soon as it hits 6th gear, it is dead. But the R33, at least, it still accelerates in the 5th gear. Now, as you can see, we're almost done with the race. I think the NSX and the Testarossa crashed out. I mean, they are driving, you know, two notorious cars. But anyway, our focus is the R33, and ooh, that was a rough one. But still, we're going on, and I think we'll be able to get a good time with the R33. And we're across the line with a time of, let's see here. Okay, now that is not bad. That is not bad at all. Alright everyone, so those were the tests that I did alongside Dragon to see which car can do what. Now, the final verdict that we came to is that all three cars have their own specific places. Now, as I said in the video, which one is the most value for money for you? I'm about to say that. Now, if you're looking for handling, grippy handling and good acceleration, close your eyes and go straight forward towards the R34. The R34 is gonna give you what you need if you're looking for that grippy performance and a good acceleration on the turns. Now, if you are also gonna do Toge racing and C1 racing, you can also go for the R33. It's basically the lighter version of the R34. That's what we could come to. I mean, because the time difference between both isn't that much. I mean, if the R33 gets a good lead ahead of the R34, it can outrun it. Same goes for the R34 if it's pit up against the R33. These cars are pretty evenly matched and they both are really good. But if your aim is drag racing, if you like acceleration, you can straight go for the Supra. Now, the Supra has a big disadvantage in front of both of these cars, and that is it being rear-wheel drive, firstly, and second, it is a really, really heavy car. I'm not lying about that. That is a very heavy car. I mean, on C1, where high speed stability matters, it will feel sluggish and slow in terms of handling. In acceleration, of course, the Supra can outrun both of these, but still, the R33 and R34 can catch up because this Supra does not handle as fast and as agile as those two cars can handle. I mean, this is basically a speedboat. But yeah, the Supra, if you want a drag race, if you want outright acceleration, go for it. But if you're looking for Toge racing, I'd say a more value for your money deal would be with the R33 and R34. So yeah, that is basically it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found it informative and if you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. I mean, we have lots of more videos coming, not just of MRT, but a whole lot more different games. So this is RetroKaizer signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.